This week's weekly ritual is dedicated to the life of Daniel Prude, a Rochester, New York man who was murdered by police officers in March of 2020. This week, the grand jury in the state of New York decided to not press any charges against those police officers. What's up, everybody? It's Keefe, and you're watching the Weekly Ritual Ghost Cult News program right here on YouTube. Let's get started. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. Ghost Cult Magazine is a small business, and we really appreciate the support. We post at least 3 videos every week. In case you missed it, features at Ghost Cult Magazine. We start our features off this week with an interview right here on YouTube with Anneke Van Giersbergen, the great vocalist from The Gathering and her solo career, Devin Townsend, Arion. She's got a brand new solo album dropping today. The Darkest Skies Are the Brightest on Inside Out Music, her longtime label, and we talk to the legend all about her career, this new album, and a whole lot more. We also talk to the guitar god himself, Doug Aldrich, the heavy metal legend. We talked to him all about his brand new album with the Dead Daisies, Holy Ground, which is out now, and a whole bunch more stuff from his career, and Doug even played some awesome guitar for us during the interview. On the podcast front, we talked to Will from Enforced. Their brand new album, Kill Grid, is coming out in March on Century Media Records, and it is thrash frickin-tastic. And now, the news rundown. We have to start the news off this week with a heavy heart, as we have to report the passing of Sean Kennedy, of D's Nuts, and I Killed the Prom Queen. Sean was just 35, and no cause of death has been revealed for his passing, but the news of his death was broken online by his bandmates. We send our sympathies out to Sean's family, friends, and fans at this time. We also have to bring you the news that Eddie Sutton, aka Eddie Leeway of Leeway, the New York hardcore legend and vocalist, has been diagnosed with a form of stage 3 lung cancer. A GoFundMe has been set up for Eddie, who's said to be in good spirits. The guy's full of fight, and we're hoping he beats this thing. We believe in you, Eddie, and we love you. On to some positive news. We're starting to get inklings that tours and festivals may come back later this year, and we've seen the first glimpse of what a COVID arena concert might look at via Barclays Center in Brooklyn. You know, we've covered many shows at Barclays Center in Brooklyn, Metallica, Iron Maiden, Tool, many others. The arena is getting ready to reopen this weekend for sports and limited concerts. No rock or metal concerts yet, but soon, we hope. And they released their vast COVID protocols based on New York State's reopening guidelines, and there's touchless pay plans, tons of bathrooms, social distancing, limited seating and capacity. We're really interested to see how this all shakes out. Drop a comment and let us know when you'll be ready to go to a show again. While we look ahead to some shows coming around soon, others have been canceled, especially festivals, because of course, they would be a super spreader type event if they were not done correctly. Inferno Festival, the legendary spring extreme metal festival in Oslo, Norway, has been canceled for 2021. Many of the bands have rebooked for 2022, and the dates of that festival have been announced, including Creator, Mayhem, Orazi Pazuzu, and many more. We'll be looking forward to that festival. It's a highlight of the year for many in Europe. We've covered it before, of course, and we want to go back again. Also on the chopping block, Hellfest 2021 is canceled and postponed to 2022. The legendary and long-running festival right outside of Paris in Clisson, France, is canceled for this summer. It's a bad sign of things to come for the European Summer Festival circuit, but we'll keep you posted as more news comes about. Aerosmith has also postponed their summer tour once again. Their 2021 European tour dates was supposed to be their 2020 50-year anniversary tour and maybe retirement farewell tour. We are unconfirmed on that yet, but those shows have been rebooked for summer 2022. We hope these guys get to make it. None of these bands are getting any younger, guys. We're hopefully not seeing the last of Alice Cooper and Ozzy and Aerosmith. We want to see these bands and these artists continue to tour. In a story we continue to follow here at Ghost Cult, the members of Soundgarden have clapped back at Vicky Cornell and her continuous litigious lawsuits against the band. Litigious and lawsuits, by the way, means just about the same thing. Soundgarden has released a statement. Apparently, Vicky has been in control of the Soundgarden social media handles for over a year, which is why you haven't heard much from the band themselves, but they put a statement out via their lawyer that they are a proud band from Seattle since 1984, and they hope to continue their legacy with the final album using Chris's material he recorded that Vicky is apparently holding hostage. We'll bring you more on this story as it develops. Right? Jinkies! Zoinks! Axl Rose is joining up with the Scooby-Doo gang to solve some mysteries. That's right, he's making a cameo appearance this week in Scooby-Doo, and guess who? Axl's gonna play himself, an animated version of Axl. Perfect. We love some Scooby-Doo here at Ghost Cult, and we love Axl. It was the old man, I tell you, it was the old man behind the barn at the Carney. In another story we continue to follow closely, frontman of Behemoth, Adam Nergal continues to fight oppression in his home country of Poland. That's right, he lost a court case last week where he was convicted of offending religious sensibilities based on his actions in a Me and That Man video, his side band. Of course, he's been charged many times and tried many times in Poland for his anti-religious views with Behemoth and his other projects, and now he is raising money in a fundraising campaign called Order Blasphema, where he's not only going to help defend himself, but he's going to defend others who are being persecuted for being anti-religion. Good luck, Nergal. We'll have a link below and you can get all the details on this campaign. Metallica performed last week at Blizzard Entertainment's Blizzcon, their annual conference, which is now virtual, and they performed For Whom the Bell Tolls. But unfortunately, it did not go off without a hitch because of copyright fears and takedown notices. Twitch muted Metallica and replaced their music with a notice ahead of time that they were going to do it. Still, fans of the band were not amused by this. Of course, this is a major problem. Twitch is the favorite streaming platform of many musicians and artists. So, you know, Herman Lee of Dragon Force and Matt Kitchehefe of Trivium are big stars on the channel, and many, many others. But of course, if you're going to have your music taken down or you're going to get copyright strikes, this is bad. We'll continue to follow along with this. If Metallica can't even work this stuff out with Twitch, who can? SoCal pop punk legends The Offspring are back with a brand new single and their brand new album announced. Let the Bad Times Roll. You know, the band has been vehemently political on social media, even though they haven't put a record out in 9 years. Let the Bad Times Roll is down to be a serious commentary on American life these days, and they dropped the first single, and of course, it's a banger. We're looking forward to new Offspring. I bet you are too. Gibson Guitar has been killing it so far this year with their expansive line of guitars and new guitar ambassadors all the time, and now they added one more legendary name to their roster. Dave Mustaine of Megadeth is now a Gibson artist. There are going to be Gibson guitars for Dave, as well as their other guitar lines, Kramer and ESP. We're super excited for these Dave guitars, including an acoustic guitar, and of course, new Megadeth music and news is right around the corner, so stay tuned to Ghost Cult for all that. Great news about The Gathering. The Dutch-Norwegian progressive band is in the studio making a brand new album, their first since 2012. We're super excited about this. The band not only has been posting to social media about their progress in the studio, but their drummer Hans Rutten gave an interview where he talked all about making a new album and how stoked they are. It's expected for late 2021, probably 2022 release, but we're really excited about new music from the band. And of course, 2 of their classic albums are out now on a reissue on vinyl for the first time via Transcending Records. Go check those out. Big news from the Down Camp. That's right, the New Orleans supergroup of rockers featuring members of Pantera, Crowbar, I Hate God, and Corrosion Conformity have confirmed they are working on a covers record. Kirk Winstein gave an interview where he was promoting the recent Crowbar live stream, which you can see a review at Ghost Cult right now, and he confirmed that the band is going to do a covers record, maybe an EP, maybe a full record. They're arguing about songs. It's probably about 25, 30 songs they're debating about. So we're really excited to hear from Down once again. They have not had a new record out since Down 4 EP series in 2016. Grammy-nominated rockers Rival Sons are back. They've announced a brand new record label, Sacred Tongues, which is going to be used as a footprint for their reissues and deluxe reissues of all their classic material, as well as a new record from the band eventually. That's right, they just released a record in 2020, and the band was hoping to tour behind that record, but they haven't been able to do too much. We saw them last co-headline with Stone Temple Pilots. Gosh, it was in 2019. Oh man. But super stoked for those guys. Congrats on the new record label, Rival Sons, and of course, we're looking forward to new music from them very soon. Big news from David Coverdale. The rock and metal legend has revealed that he and Jimmy Page are planning a 30th anniversary edition of their great Coverdale Page album from 1993. If you don't know that record, get acquainted. It rules and it's amazing. And of course, we'd love to see a reissue. And David floated the idea that maybe he and Jimmy will write some new music to go along with it, because they've always gotten along and they just haven't had a chance to come back together since. Keep your fingers crossed, folks. Wear your mask and stay safe. Congratulations are in order for Taylor Momsen and her band The Pretty Reckless. They have the #1 record in the US right now, topping 5, count them, 5 Billboard charts. That's right, amazing. Death by Rock and Roll is out now on Fearless Records. Congrats you guys on the album. It's a ripper. Hopefully you don't have supergroup fatigue, because we've got a brand new supergroup to tell you about today. Living Wreckage brings together members of Anthrax, Shadows Fall, Death Ray Vision, Downpour, and Let Us Pray. The New England-based supergroup, including John Denai and Matt Bacand of Shadows Fall. Whoa, those guys are coming together for a new music and a new album soon, and we can't wait to hear it. We'll bring you more news as we get it. Punk rock legend Iggy Pop put out kind of a jazzy record in 2020 with his album Free on Loma Vista Recordings, and now he has a brand new video for one of his songs, Do Not Go Gentle Into That Night. It's pretty damn smooth. It's pretty cool to hear Iggy croon. You know, we're used to punk rock Iggy, but now we get like older, jazzy Iggy. It's pretty cool stuff. It's kind of stuff I expected from Rollins, actually, but Iggy can actually sing, so pretty fresh. Evanescence performed on Jimmy Kimmel Live last weekend, their brand new single, Wasted on You, from their upcoming new record. Of course, as soon as the pandemic is over, Evanescence and Within Temptation will hopefully resume their planned co-headline world tour. Death metal legends Cannibal Corpse have released a brand new video for their song Inhumane Harvest for their upcoming new album on Metal Blade Records coming in April. We are super pumped for this new Cannibal record, and of course we'll be talking to Alex Webster himself in just a few weeks right here on YouTube. Long-running metal band Sepultura is back in the news with a brand new clothing collab with the LA company The Hundreds, celebrating 37 years of Sepultura based on their Sepulquarta video series. We're super excited for new Sepultura music, probably next year. Wolfgang Van Halen is back in the news. He's been making the rounds promoting his upcoming solo album, his debut from his band Mammoth WVH. That's right, we're super excited for Wolfie. He's played his heartbreaking single, a tribute to his father Eddie, who passed away last year, Distance. He's played the song Plugged In on Jimmy Kimmel Live. He's played it Unplugged on the Today Show with his band. It's a killer band he's put together. So we're really excited to hear more music from Wolfie very soon. Do you like puzzles? We like puzzles! Rocksaws, the best brand in rock puzzles, usually of album covers and album artwork, is putting out another bunch of Queen album covers as jigsaw puzzles. Hot Space, Jazz, and more are now going to be puzzlified, joining their 70s classic albums as puzzles. Rocksaws has made puzzles of just about every band you can think of: Ghost, Metallica, Slayer, Zeppelin, everybody. It's awesome. Chances are, if you're watching this show, you have never watched American Idol. But if you did watch American Idol last week, you saw 15-year-old Casey Bishop kill Motley Crue's Livewire. She wrecked it. She did a great job, unlike Vince Neil, who can't sing. Even celebrity judge Luke Bryan thought it was awesome. Good on you, Casey, for being a metalhead and bringing some metal to the mainstream. We appreciate you. If you watched the comeback of The Walking Dead this weekend, you heard an awesome song in the closing final moments of the episode, and it was Leonard Cohen's You Want It Darker, the title track of his Grammy award-winning acclaimed album from 2016. Leonard, of course, passed a few years later, but singer Anita Lester's version of it from her recent EP was heard over the closing credits. It was really emotional and awesome, really well done. Leonard was a genius. Rest in power, King, and awesome job, Anita. We'll be looking out for your music in the future. I shit you not. Unbelievable stories you can't make up. This week for I Shit You Not, we're going to talk about a name not nearly mentioned enough. Here it goes, called Dolly Parton. Why are we talking about the legendary country music singer? Because we want you to be more like Dolly. Not only does she rule, she's a genius and she's humble too. She put out a statement this week as her home state of Tennessee was looking to build a statue of her somewhere, probably Nashville, because she helped put the city on the map, along with country music for women and many others. And she said, you know what, guys? I'd rather you not. This is not a good time in the world with everybody suffering, and I don't really need a statue built to my memory when I'm still alive. Maybe when I'm gone someday. You know what, everybody? We can learn a lot from Dolly Parton. Be more like Dolly and less like an asshole. And now for a look at who rules its streaming. We kick this week's segment off with Mark Lopes, our buddy from Let Us Pray and the Ross the Boss Band. He brought his buddies in to do an awesome cover of King Diamond's A Mansion in Darkness, bringing together members of Exodus, King Diamond, Evil, and the Iron Maidens for an awesome heavy metal collabo. Last week was also the February edition of Slay at Home Fest from Metal Injection, powered by Season of Mist. Every month there's a free concert on their YouTube. This month's recipient of awesome collected funds for charity was the Black Art Future Fund. You can donate at the link below. Performances included Gaera, The Lion's Daughter, Hamferd, Obsidian Kingdom, Brickville, Akiavel, Hive Smasher, Psalm, COVID Bastards, and Hath, with cover collaborations from members of Paradise Lost, Spirit Adrift, Pallbearer, Candiria, Imperial Triumphant, King, and Job for a Cowboy. And now some of the music out for New Music Friday. 16. Grime, Doom Sessions Volume 3, Heavy Psych Sounds. Abstract, Uncreation, Inverse Records. Age of Woe, and Venom, Life Force Records. Alice Cooper, Detroit Stories. Ear Music, Amon Acid, Paradigm Shift, Helter Skelter Records. Anneke Van Giersbergen, The Darkest Skies Are the Brightest, Inside Out Records. Architects, For Those Who Wish to Exist, Epitaph Records. Black Sheep Wall, Songs for the Enamel Queen, Silent Pendulum. Black Totem 2, Shapeshifting, Fart Records. Blitzkrieg, A Time of Changes re-release, High Roller Records. Bonfire, Roots, AFM Records. Coffin Mulch, Septic Funeral EP, Redefining Darkness. Culted, Noose, Season of Mist. Dead Register, You Fail Me EP, AVR Records. Enherer, Dragons of the North re-release, North Star, Napalm Records. Re-released Imperium, Über den Sternen, Prophecy Productions. Epica, Omega, Nuclear Blast Records. Evergrey, Escape of the Phoenix, AFM Records. Five the Hierophant, Through Oriente Void, Dark Essence Records. Forheast self-titled, Debemorti Records. Inflevitan, Intrinsic, Soul Seller Records. Jotun, Access All Worlds, Metal Blade Records. Jameson Raid, Astronomy, re-release, High Roller Records. Jarhead Fertilizer, Product of My Environment, Closed Casket Activities. Creator, Under the Guillotine Box Set, Noise Records. Lizard, Eroded, Pelagic Records. Melvin's 1983, Working with God, Epicac Records. Moonspell, Hermitage, Napalm Records. My Life with the Thrill Kill Cult, Sleazy Action, Sleazebox Recordings. Night Prowler, No Escape, Dying Victims Records. Of Mice and Men, Timeless EP, Sharp Tone. Rapture, Malevolent Demise Incarnation, FDA Retcons Records. Spelljammer, Abyssal Trip, Riding Easy Recordings. Summoning the Lich, United in Chaos, Prosthetic Records. Sonata, Burning in Heaven, Melting on Earth, self-released. Terminal Bliss, Brute Error, Ata, Relapse Records. And Zephyr, at Dumen Satane, Soul Seller Records. And now for a look in our mailbag. This week's mailbag features an awesome vinyl we got in the mail. Anthrax's 2004 album, We've Come For You All, with this amazing cover art by comic book artist Alex Ross. He's done a bunch of stuff with Anthrax, of course, maybe all their stuff ever since this album. And this album rules, got John Bush on vocals. We got this awesome, beautiful vinyl, which includes a bonus track, Ghost, very rarely heard song, from Main Street Jukebox in Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. We love that. It's one of our favorite record stores in the country, so check them out. They sell stuff online too. Anthrax, awesome stuff. Those guys are working on their brand new album, and in the meantime we have this awesome vinyl to listen to. If you made it to this part of the show, you know what time it is. That's right, it's the end. Thanks for watching and supporting GhostCultMag.com, a small business. Once again, please like and subscribe at the notifications right here, and check out some more of our content right here on the channel. As we say every week at this juncture, it's a tough time in the world, so please take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and stay fucking metal.